Oh, no lights.
Oh, that's okay. Let me get the lights. Better?
Yep. I hear Alexa downstairs.
I know.
And we have a pile of yarn right here.
I know.
To show everybody. Like, it's so weird when the camera's like backwards and
I know.
I'm like, okay, that's not.
Yeah. So, like, there.
All right.
Oh, the little gemstones looks really good there.
It does. No, but it's on this side.
Oh, that side. Whatever.
I'm so glad you're back.
I am too.
You know, Friday, you were gone Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was busy because I was getting ready because, we had to go to Oxford. Had to go to Oxford.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm not forgetting something. Although you did help me pack the day before when you left.
Right,
But
right.
still, there's always those last minute things. And I went out and put stuff in the truck and I was about to leave. And I was, putting everything in there, my clothes. And then I was like, oh, I need to get such and such when I go back inside. And I came inside.
Could not remember.
I was like, oh, well, it'll be okay. So I don't know what it was. So I'm so glad to see everybody joining this morning. We are back. Emily and I went 2 different directions this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And where were you, Miss?
I was in New York City, and it was so nice. I mean, the weather wasn't perfect, but it was with my kids and then my sister and her kids, and so we had a really good time. We walked a ton. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever walked so much in my life. So I think we calculated like 25,000 steps a day.
Did you have those boots on the whole time?
I did. They were flats, and so I put inserts in them because I wanted to look a little cute for pictures. So yes, I wore my boots, and they were higher, and it was cold, so I thought, well, it'd be extra, warmth and everything. Yeah. But I was prepared. I had fleece-lined jeggings, sweater, and under, a shirt under that, and then my raincoat because it was supposed to rain all weekend, and it didn't, just on the last day.
Yeah. So. Good morning, Sandy. We missed you last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the pictures that y'all were all posting looked so good. I mean, when you told me that y'all were not going to check a bag, that you were going to carry all of your clothes. Ronnie had this idea. Yes. The way they could save money is no check-in bag, just a carry-on bag, and they're going to put all their clothes, everything in there. I'm like, Emily, there is no way.
Guess what? I did it. We all did it. But it was so funny because my sister comes out the night before, and I swear her bag was like this thick. And I'm like, I don't think that's considered a carry-on. I don't think that's considered a personal item, Chrissy.
Did she make it?
She did. Perry got there, and they have the buckles on the sides of the, so he cinched it really tight, and so they got it. But it was quite an experience. I know I can do it now. So
hey, good morning, Rebecca. Mm-hmm. So what was your favorite part of your trip?
I would have to say I really, really loved the theater, and we went to go see Moulin Rouge. That was probably my favorite. But Ronnie, my daughter, and her husband posted finally that they're having a baby, so I'm going to be a grandma.
Yay!
I'm so excited. So they took a picture in Central Park with their their sonogram pictures and posted it, and I was like, oh, thank God, now I can talk, I've been telling people in town and around, but to even post anything, and
so when did they originally reveal?
At Christmas, right before Christmas.
And you had no idea?
I had no idea.
And how did Ronnie tell you?
So we went out to lunch. It was just her and her husband, and then me and my son, and she's like, I just have a little present, for y'all before Christmas. And she's just bringing it. We're just in Nukes, and we go in, and I'm like, she hands us these bags, and it doesn't even feel like there's anything in there. I mean, like literally it felt like just the bag. And so I pull it out, and like there's paper. So I pull out the paper, and it's a pattern, and it's like, of a sweater, a baby sweater. And I'm like, what? I don't, okay, thanks, because the whole time I've been like, when are y'all gonna have a baby? And she's like, it's not, no, Mom, no, just leave us alone. And so I just had stopped asking. And so she goes, y'all didn't even look at your tags. And so on my tag for on the bag, the gift tag, it says to with a blank, and underneath it says you choose. And then on the from, it says from, baby boy Sanders. So I was like, oh my gosh. And then my son had started knitting, and he got a little hat, baby hat pattern. And his said, to Uncle Perry from, baby boy. So anyway, it was really sweet. So
the funnest part is like the initial first day. She's like, I'm gonna be a grandma.
I get to join the club.
She's like, I get to do all the things that you're doing. I was like, yay, so much fun. So it's so exciting. I'm so excited for Ronnie and you're having a boy, and boys are so sweet. And oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. And when's her due date?
July 7th. So she timed it perfect. We don't have a lot going on then. I'll be ready to go.
Yeah. So and it's so funny. Like Emily's schedule has always been like, yeah, not doing anything. Like in the past couple of years. Now it's like, oh no, I can't. I got this, and I got this, and I got a baby shower, and that's Ronnie's due date.
I know.
So this past weekend, I went and did a fiber festival in Oxford. Margie, a local person, went with me. We had the best time.
It sounds like it.
It was cold and rainy, but we had a great time. We sat up and watched movies at night and knitted. And but we were talking about a show coming up. She's like, oh, let me check my schedule. And she's got 3 grandsons. And so she was checking her schedule. And I said, how are you doing that? What are you doing? And she said, oh, well, my daughter-in-law has a Google calendar, and she shares it with me. So she posts all of their practices, their games. She's like, so it's really easy. And I was like, oh, I've got to do this for Emily.
I know.
So I created a calendar. I sent it to her. She still hasn't downloaded it.
No, but last night when we were on knit night, Judy was telling everybody, and Ronnie was on there, and she's like, Judy, you have to send it to me. So she sent it to Ronnie this morning.
I sent it to Ronnie, and I was like, did you get it? She's like, yup. So now Ronnie can tell her mom what she's supposed to be doing. Because when Emily and Ronnie were planning their trip to New York, they actually scheduled it on the same weekend as the Oxford Fiber Festival. So good morning, everybody. I'm so glad that y'all are joining us. If this is your first time watching, we are Jems Lux Fibers. I'm Judy.
I'm Emily.
And we are located here in Vicksburg, Mississippi, right in the central part of the United States, kind of south. But the thing that is so great about us being kind of centrally located, we're getting to hit shows, and they, some of them are a pretty good distance, but it's not like we're going from the eastern side to the western or the western to the eastern. So we have a full lineup of shows coming this year, and we've signed up for a few more. I know we must be nuts, but we have done it. And we're still waiting to hear from some. So we hope to see y'all. We have signed up for a couple of new shows on the east side and also on the west side. So we just found out this past week that SoCal posted their dates. We were there this past year.
Oh, okay.
It is November 23rd and 24th, and so we hope to be back there. So we've got some really exciting shows. Our next show coming up, well, actually, it's a trunk show,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to be in Pensacola, Florida. And that is February 23rd and 24th. And Margie, I think, is going with us.
I know.
And then the next show is Carolina Fiber Fest, and that's in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
We originally signed up for a double booth, but then I messaged the coordinator, and I was like, look, I think we need a triple. And so she sent me a message this week, and we have a triple. Yay! Because it's
so
just,
great.
we need more space, and our booth gets so crowded.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the third weekend in April. We're going to be going to YarnCon in Chicago. The next weekend, we are going to be at Georgia Mountain Needle Arts Festival, and that's in Ellijay, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
We are leaving straight from there, and we are headed to Yarn Centric in Frederick, Maryland.
Oh.
Tickets go on sale for that show tomorrow on Yarn Centric, and it's on their website. And so she gave us the choice to have to give away 2 tickets.
Nice.
So we talked about that last week, and we have 2 tickets to give away. We did like a little online form, and we said, and so we told, here was the question, tell us what you like best about fiber festivals, and why would you like to go to Yarn Centric? So we had a whole bunch of people to sign up and answer the question, and we picked one. This person is going to win 2 tickets free to Yarn Centric from Yarn Centric. And then we are going to put together a goodie bag for you, including a $50 gift certificate or gift card that you can shop with us.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can shop later on the website with us. And so here is the response we got. The best part of festivals is the collective excitement of those in attendance. Everyone around you is a fiber enthusiast, and you have an instant connection. No one feels like a stranger. That's the best part. Then seeing yarn in person is thrilling, and the vendors you followed online for years is a memory you never forget. Yarn Centric is an event I didn't know existed until your YouTube video, and it's just an hour's drive away. I'd love to attend and finally say hello in person. This person is Crystal. She has been one of our followers for a good long time. She has knitted several garments with our yarn. We're so excited to meet Crystal in person. So, Crystal, you are going to get 2 free tickets. I will be turning over your email to Yarn Centric, and they will be sending your tickets directly, so you don't have to worry about buying any tickets. So exciting!
I know.
And then after Yarn Centric, we will be home for a little bit. And then June, we are headed back to Estes Park.
Mm-hmm.
The end of June, I am going on a missions trip to Mexico.
Did you get your picture yet?
No, I'm going to do it. And then the 1st of July is baby time.
I know. I'm so excited.
It's so funny. They always say January takes forever to get from January 1 to January 31st, and we are finally here. Mm-hmm. Today is the last day.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the year is just going to fly by. Yeah. Tomorrow is February 1, and we are doing something really so exciting this year. We kind of came up with this idea the middle of January, and we've been kind of like building on it and playing with it. And so what we are going to do this year is we're going to celebrate all of our customers. Mm-hmm. And so we are doing a thing. Our theme actually for the year is going to be yarn goddesses. Our yarn is about Greek mythology, the gods, the goddesses, the monsters. And this year we were kind of switching it to solids, but we really, we're looking for some more like excitement, to kind of, pull the Greek mythology still in.
Mhm.
And so we are doing a thing where we're going to be picking every week, and we're going to announce them on our YouTube channel every Wednesday morning who our new yarn goddess is.
Mhm.
And y'all are our yarn goddesses. So we're going to kind of just randomly pick the yarn goddesses. And these are you.
Mhm.
But we're going to pick you, maybe like you might stand out for a pattern that you've knitted. You might stand out for just being at a show or whatever. We're just going to pick you and recognize you and say thanks
Yes.
for being great customers.
Mhm.
So let's pick somebody.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, so we have picked our first yarn goddess for 2024. And I'm going to tell you who it is. Are you ready? All right, let's see. I actually have a little story to tell you about this yarn goddess. All right, in the ancient realm of Olympus, Megan, a mortal with an extraordinary gift for storytelling, captured the attention of the gods. Intrigued by her tales, Zeus granted her the ability to weave her narratives into reality. Megan's stories unfolded into enchanting adventures, leaving an indelible mark on the tapestry of Greek mythology as she navigated the divine and mortal worlds with her newfound powers. Our first yarn goddess is Megan Christensen. She's actually doing a sweater in the knit along, but
Yes.
she was the first person to comment on our post that we made last week. So we have made Megan a yarn goddess bag. Also, with that, we are going to be sending her one of our new stickers. It says
Yeah.
Yarn Goddess. We have a few more like little goodies that we're going to include in this bag, and we're
Mhm.
going to get that sent out to Megan, and it's going to be fun.
I know.
Something else, we've got a lot of exciting things coming. We have some new t-shirts.
We do.
Love them. And it's going to say on the back, it says, yes, I'm a yarn goddess. And you're wondering, okay, what is a yarn goddess? A yarn goddess is somebody who might be a little obsessive about yarn and might be a little insane.
I know. Maybe.
And Megan said on our, I think it was on our Facebook or Instagram, she says that she dreams about yarn.
Oh, goodness.
She says, my dad is like, talking about her obsession with yarn. And she's like, he really has no idea.
Oh, goodness.
So I know, isn't that fun? It's so, there are some people that I might really, really would say that are seriously obsessive.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, we don't have to be so obsessive because we come to work every day and this is what we're surrounded by.
Yeah.
Like our yarn stash is right here.
Yes.
Like, so we don't have to take it home.
I know, right? We just go and go,
Oh yeah,
I want this.
I'm taking this today.
I can't imagine not having all of that.
I know. Like you just sometimes I just walk upstairs and just like go and just feel the yarn all over.
And then you say, I want to knit this and knit this.
Yes.
And then there's just not enough time in
know.
the day. Right now we are doing a sweater knit along.
Mhm.
Last night, everybody in our knit night was sharing and showing off their sweaters. Joanne, man,
I know.
she was like, it's been really knitting. I mean, I thought I was doing well. And
then Claudia's almost finished.
Claudia's on her sleeves.
Yes.
I think Sandy is on her sleeves.
I'm not.
I know.
You're farther than me.
Am I? But you're going from bottom.
Yeah.
I got to go and weave on my ends.
But it feels so like this. I'm using our new worsted. And feel how squishy now it feels. Now that I'm
wow, that's so pretty.
So yeah, mine's a bottom up. So I have that much. I have to go. I think this is like 12 inches. So it says in the pattern to go 17.
It says 17.
But I'm gonna measure like one of my other sweaters before I go all the way to 17.
There's mine.
Ah, it looks so good. I love it.
I still got a ways to go, I think, because I don't want it long, but I want it to.
But you don't want it too short.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so good.
It's
I love
so
it.
soft.
It is.
And so this is our new Posh DK 100% mercerized wool. It is so soft. I love it. Oh, is your stomach growling?
It is.
I like your fingernails, since you said you got them painted for New York.
I did, and I wasn't going to, but the day before, Christy, my sister, was getting her nails done, and she's like, "Hey, do you want to get your?" I never get my nails done ever.
Yeah.
Because they're always, water, and they just don't. It's not worth it. But she's like, "There's nobody up here," and I'm like, "Really?" Okay. I said, do they just do polish? Because I don't like to do the gel or anything like that on my nails. And so, she checked, yes. They still tried to push that a little bit. I'm like, no, just polish. But yeah. So
I know I went yesterday, I took the packages to the post office, and I was like, I'm going to get a pedicure. There was nobody up there. They were playing cards.
Oh, wow. That's what Christy said too when she went in.
They were playing cards, and I was like, okay, I hate to interrupt your card game.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a great day. I was joking, like Friday I didn't miss you, but Monday
she missed me.
I missed you. I mean, I got up and got to work, and I was just like, oh, where do I start? There was yarn everywhere. Yarn needed to be twisted. Yarn needed to be soaked. Yarn needed to be this and that. And I was just like, I don't want to
be here.
I don't want to be here. And I was like, okay, Judy, like, you got to start somewhere. So start rinsing yarn, get to busy. Our spinner, we have two spinners that rinse the yarn out.
Yeah.
And then we hang them out to dry. Well, they both have kind of gotten off balance and
gotten off their rocker.
They fell off their rocker. So we've switched out one of them, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and switch this out.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and then I was just like, oh, like, but I finally just kind of got into a rhythm, and I was like, I miss Emily. And so she came in yesterday morning. She's like, she would come down the stairs, and I was downstairs. She's like, do you miss me? I'm like, yes. But then, so she told me all about her trip.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
And Emily and I both signed up to serve at our local Salvation Army and meal with our church. And I kind of forgot about it, but somebody messaged me. She's like, "Hey, are y'all still coming?" And I was like, "Yes."
Thank God.
So we got
because we were just talking about our weekend and stuff, and
so we went up there, and I really enjoyed it. It was a great time.
It was. I know. So we're signed up the next time.
Yes, if we're in town. I think we will still be in town.
Okay.
It's the last weekend of April, so it'll be right before we leave for Georgia.
Oh, for Georgia.
Yeah.
Will we be? Yeah, we'll be back from.
Yes.
Okay.
I think. So that was. I really enjoyed that.
I did too. Let's see.
Okay, so we. I do have another sweater no long to talk about that somebody else signed up for. JoJo, which is new to our knit nights and new to our group, and she's from California. She is knitting the Twofer tank. Okay. And she is using a DK yarn, and we said, what is your favorite part of knitting a sweater? And she said, finishing. What part of the sweater do you like least favorite? And she said, knitting on the round, row after row after row. And I think that's probably like everybody's. And I would have to
you
agree.
Could start falling asleep.
I mean, I felt like I knitted all weekend, and I'm like, I didn't get anywhere.
You did, because it was not like that when I left.
Really?
Yes.
So I think I'm just gonna start putting like a progress keeper
Oh, that's a great
somewhere,
idea.
like when I start, so I can say, oh, well, I did knit that much. And I can tell you that last night during knit night, I knitted
Uh-oh.
this much right here because I
Oh, because you
joined.
joined. Okay.
Yeah, I joined a new, so that's where I did join.
Very good.
So then we said she doesn't really have a favorite tutorial or anything that, and so I think she's probably I think she's knitted several sweaters because she's like, I
Right.
really don't have any questions about sweater construction. And it's kind of like I've talked about when you get in the kitchen for the first time and you're cooking a meal or something. It may flop. It may be like, okay, I need to tweak this. I need to do that.
Right,
And it's
right.
just kind of like you have to keep doing it to
yeah.
learn. And so, if anybody is watching and they're like, I really want to knit a sweater, but I don't know if I can do it, you have to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really think that I was a sweater or that I wore a lot of sweaters. And
But
then
you really kind of do.
I really kind of do. So I'm excited about, getting my sweater
I
done.
know.
So we started a thread in Ravelry.
Mm-hmm.
You can share your sweaters there. We are going to be giving some gift cards, and we're also going to give some sweater quantity away at the end, and it is February 14th. Is the deadline. Are you going to be finished?
No. Wait. I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility.
You better get to knitting.
I know.
I mean, like, I'm literally knitting all the time now.
Can we take off today?
No, we got yard to dye. You've already had your vacation.
It's kind of like work.
You got
It's
to
fun work.
You just have to like stay up all night long and knit.
Oh.
No, it is really like I've enjoyed it.
I have to.
I've enjoyed it. So, so you can go to our Ravelry page and see what everybody's been posting, and you can also share your sweater. So make sure you check that out. So our Valentine's Day boxes, we are working on those this week.
Yeah.
Getting those all ready together and packaging them and getting. I mean, I'm so excited.
I know. I was gonna ask you if you worked on the one little thing.
I didn't.
Okay.
I started
because I was like, oh, she probably like did them all.
There's like something in the box that we put together, and I started to, but I left Friday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then we got back Sunday morning, and we watched
football.
And then Monday, you heard how crappy of a day I I'm like, what do I do? Emily's gone. So I haven't done it yet.
Okay, cool.
They're still setting over there, and then the other stuff is still setting in there.
Nice.
So we'll get that done. So our Valentine's Day box will be probably shipping out Monday. We're waiting on something, and I got notification that it shipped this morning.
Okay. Oh, yes.
I know. I'm so excited.
Okay.
So that will be shipping out Monday. Also, we talked at the end or beginning of last year that we were going to do a this and that box, and just, us trying to get it ready and together. And then a lot of things happened, and we just didn't get it together. So we sent out an email sometime during the summer that we were going to wait until the end of the year of this year and ship it out. So those are going to be shipping out also Monday. So if you got a this and that box, also with the Valentine's Day box, you'll probably be getting both of those together.
Nice.
So we're really excited about both of those. I'm looking. We have a whiteboard actually now. So Valentine's Day is coming up, and 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
we had a goddess and we did a goddess collection for Aphrodite. Well, we are bringing Aphrodite back.
Mm-hmm.
We have full skeins and we
Yes.
also have it in the mini sets. This is Aphrodite. We did do a special this past weekend, and I did not ever actually post on Instagram or Facebook about our special. But we gave away a lot of Aphrodite full skeins for $5.
Mm-hmm.
And we told you about it in our last YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But we celebrated our 5 years.
We did.
We didn't celebrate
Yeah.
it together because Emily left me.
I know.
And so there is Aphrodite. Here is Agape.
Let me see. This is Apple of Discord. We have Hesitate and Ruby Red.
So the collection that you see on the website, I think, doesn't have the pink one.
It doesn't have this one.
Yes. So we are going to create a new collection that has all 5, or you can order them individually.
Mm-hmm.
But we have dyed up the minis in this.
Yes.
And so that will probably be posted today or tomorrow. But we do have those in minis. We've also brought back the Eros minis. And we do have those. This is Eros. It's white with speckles of
Like
pinkish red, and Eros is the little Cupid.
Yes.
That goes and shoots everybody with his little bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And so the little speckles of the pinkish red is like the blood. And so, he shoots them and makes them fall in love. So there is Eros.
Your Psyche.
And Psyche was
His love.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I can't even remember the story. He was in love with Psyche.
Yes.
And then Aphrodite did not want them to be in love. And so
Mm-hmm.
she tried to trick Psyche, but they ended up getting together anyway. So it's like your modern day romance.
We have Cupid's Kiss.
Cupid's Kiss. And so there is an actual what do you call that?
Modern what? The fairy tale?
No, there's like a sculpture. There is a sculpture.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
it is Aphrodite. I mean, it's Eros and Psyche, but it's actually the Roman.
Okay.
It's the Roman. But there is a sculpture, and it is called Cupid's Kiss, and so that's where that comes from.
And then we've got
Aphrodite's Revenge. And then the solid in there is Cinnabar. So that is the Eros minis. They are on the website. You can order those. And so both of those are there. And so Aphrodite was like one of our first. And then we did Eros the following year. So those were out 2 different years. And so we have both of those ready to go for this Valentine's Day.
We have 2 hats. We just happen to have 2 hats. One is made with the Aphrodite bulky minis. So that is kind of like how those look knitted up.
And that is in the Bubble Toll.
Yep. Toil and Trouble.
Toil and Trouble hat that I designed a couple years ago.
And then I think you did this one too.
Yeah.
And this is the Eros.
And that is the
bulky minis.
And you actually wore that hat in New York.
I did.
I felt so honored.
Yes. So my sister, I have to tell, I didn't tell you this. My sister bought a hat from like a vendor. It's so funny so she wore it the one day, and it was like, it said it was black, and it had New York across the brim, and it had a pom-pom on it, and the pom-pom started to come off.
Oh, gosh.
And I was just like, oh no. I mean, she wore it the whole first day, but I'm like, well, let me look at it. I'm like, so it was like where the stitches came, apart. She goes, I don't think it can be fixed. And I'm like, I can fix it.
You fixed it?
I couldn't fix it there. But she was upset because she paid for it. And it's, like one little souvenir that she got. I'm like, I can fix it. So I have to fix that. But, I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking, I think I can just like drop down a little bit, pick up the row of stitches underneath the ones that
Yeah.
and just sew it up and cinch it. And so she goes, "You can fix it," and I'm like, "Yeah, I think I got this."
Good.
So
I know that you're terrified to even like put a button on or something.
I know.
So along with our mini sets, the Eros and Aphrodite, we also have our new Mystery Mini Mania set for February. Will be posting a picture of that this morning. So our Mystery Mini Mania is a monthly club that we ship out every month. In 22, it was gods and goddesses, and 23 was monsters. And then for this year, we are doing gemstones. So for January, it was the winter solstice, and there were some blues with a pop of red, and the red was garnet.
Yes.
Which is January stone. And what is February stone?
February stone is amethyst.
And so the amethyst is going to be in the new collection. Candy hearts.
Oh, I was like, where are we going with this?
Candy hearts.
Candy hearts.
So what are the colors that are in candy hearts?
So they are obviously amethyst. And we have chrysocolla.
Ooh, I like it.
We have aventurine.
Yay.
Sugarlight.
Yay.
And tourmaline.
Oh my gosh, these look so good. They look almost Eastery.
I know.
So the February collection is candy hearts. They're going to be in minis, but then also we're going to do a full skein. I will be dyeing that, and it's going to have all 5 of these colors.
I know, really pretty.
And it's going to be looking like our full skein of winter solstice, and that is also called candy hearts. So those are available for pre-order on the website. Emily is going to get dyeing those this week. They will be shipping out the 15th, so you can get that ordered. I did post a picture this morning. Margie is knitting a hat.
Oh, yeah.
With the winter solstice.
So cute.
So cute. I posted a picture of it this morning. She worked on it all weekend. She, bless her heart, like she'd make a mistake. And lucky her, I was right there. She'd be like, "Oh," and I'm like, "What'd you do?" And then she came by yesterday, and so she messed up, and I was like, "Oh, I can't fix it. I gotta go." And so she's like, "I'll just take it out." And I'm like, "No, leave it. I'll fix it."
Because she was gonna have to take out like 3 rows, 3 or 4 rows.
I was like, I'll fix it. And I think she just dropped a knit stitch. I mean, I love Margie.
I do too.
It was so funny. We were sitting around. Well, when we got into town, we went and got Chick Salad Chick or Chicken Salad Chick. I love that place.
I do too.
So good. And when we were leaving, there was like a little cake store right beside it. She's like, "Oh, look, what's that?" And I was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Do you want to go get some?" And she's like, "No, I'm good." And I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm good." So we left and got to the condo, got checked in, and we ate our Chick Salad Chick and the grape salad. Oh my gosh.
No, you said she had never had it before. It's
that's
so
the
good.
Best part. And then, you get like this little bitty cookie, and I ate my cookie. She didn't even eat her cookie. She brought it home, and one of her grandsons ate it. I should have ate it.
You should have.
But anyway, we're sitting there, and we're watching Indiana Jones, the new one. Have y'all seen that? It was good. It was too animated. It was too
weird looking.
Well, no, it was like digitally.
Like the special effects and everything. Yeah.
But I mean, the storyline,
was good. Okay,
because it was bringing back people from like
past ones.
But it was too animated. But still, I'm glad I watched it. In the middle of it, and I'm like, "Oh, Margie, we should have got that cake. I'm like, "I'm having a sweet tooth," and she was like, "I know." And I was like, "Oh, I got an idea. She's like, what? She got so excited. I was like, we can order crumble cookies. She's like, what's that? So I ordered some cookies and they brought it to us. Big old chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, they're so big.
That big. And then we each got a cookie, and I could only eat half of it. Ate the other half for breakfast the next morning. But it was we had a great weekend.
Nice.
And then I just kept seeing you posting all the pictures, and I'm like, ah. So I'm glad y'all had a great time.
We did. So.
Okay, let's see. Did we talk about everything? That was my stomach.
I know. We're gonna have to go get lunch.
We are.
Can we just go get lunch?
You're still on like New York time.
I know.
What? Okay, so I asked you, what was your favorite food that you ate?
Oh goodness. Oh, I probably
Dessert.
probably most likely I got the New York cheesecake in Little Italy, which is I don't know. That's what I wanted. They're like, you're getting that, and when we're here, and like, oh well. So I got that and a Bailey's coffee that night. But Ronnie got a cannoli cake. That was really good. So, but I mean, the other times we just ate in pubs. Like we just, so.
Ate like little sandwiches and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had pizza one night, so we didn't spend a whole lot of time like sitting and eating.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to see all the stuff. We went to the Harry Potter store.
Oh my gosh, the store is so funny.
We went to the Harry Potter store, and we're all big Harry Potter nuts, but both of my kids, who are 26 and 30, they bought wands at the Harry Potter store. And so we get home, like back to the hotel that night, and then Perry's like, oh my gosh. And he looks at Ronnie, and Ronnie's like, what? And he goes, do you think they're going to let us on the plane with these? I love it. But, I got to thinking about it last night, like what, I really do think that probably the whole reason we just love the Harry Potter books so much is I read all the books to them when they were little. And so I know that's one of the things that I love most about it. But I know Perry I'm sure that Ronnie told me too, but I just remember Perry saying, that was really cool, that he enjoyed that. And when he was little, like, 9 years old, I remember him saying, if I fall asleep, Mom, don't read ahead. And I'm like, I won't read ahead. So
tell the story, like when y'all went out the next day.
Oh, so the next day we're like walking around and everything like that. And we get to, I don't know where we got to. And he just like pulls out his wand from his jacket. And I'm like, do you think it's really going to help us? It's a piece of wood. He's like, I don't know. It just might. But anyway,
it was so funny. He cracks me up. He like always has a comeback. He's like always like the comedian.
Yeah. And it's not even like he doesn't even like he's so like so calm about it. He doesn't laugh at his own, Anyway, just
that's funny.
But they're funny together. Ronnie was just like, the same way. She went straight for, she knew what wand she wanted. That's the one she was getting done.
So which one was it that Perry got?
Oh my gosh, Perry got the Death Eater wand. I'm like, that's the bad one. And he goes, but it's the most powerful.
Does he really know there's no power?
Yeah.
And which one did Ronnie get?
Ronnie got Sirius Black. So I knew that. That's her favorite character. So
really?
Yes.
Oh wow. And one of these days I need to go back and read all of the Harry Potters.
You would love the stories. The books, like the movies are really good. And the movies did follow the books pretty good. But the books you get to even really know all of them.
Are all those on the Disney Channel? Where did you
They're
watch
on
this?
HBO.
On HBO.
Yeah. All the movies are on HBO.
Yeah, at the apartment that we were at, or the condo that we were at this weekend, they had Disney Channel, and that's where I watched the Indiana Jones. And then the second night we watched Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah.
And that was
what's on Disney Channel is all the Star Wars movies.
Oh, that's what it is. And so, Margie and I were talking about that. She said she's never watched Star Wars.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I started watching them again, but then I got rid of it, Disney. So I need to get it back because
Yeah, I need to get it too. Because I've seen because I mean that was like in the 70s.
but
I mean,
they were so good. Like, and I didn't do the new order. I went the way they came out
yeah.
because I just feel like that's the way I'm gonna.
So are all
Really?
of them out now? I mean, like, are there
Well,
more
they're
coming?
still adding stuff all the
Okay.
time, but and I wanted to go back and watch them because some of these little like Obi-Wan, like it's like a little series, you know, and it has and I started I was over at my daughter and her husband, they were watching this and I started watching
Oh,
it one
yeah,
night
yeah.
and I'm like, this is really good. It was like Princess Leia when she was a little girl.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, this is really
And
good.
now what channel is that on?
I think it's all on Disney.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to go.
So, but I have to pull them up in the order. I want to watch them in the order I think that my brain is just gonna,
Right.
you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Understand it better if I do it.
Yeah, I might have to get that and watch it.
Mhm.
But then too, it had all these great cartoons, and I'm like, oh, my grandbabies would love watching that. So I might have.
The other night we watched Elemental. Have you seen Elemental?
I have not, but I saw that on there.
Yeah, that's really good.
And Margie was like, "Oh, this is good. You should watch it." And I was like, "Well, okay, I will. Not tonight." But all right. I think we went over everything, didn't we?
I think so.
Oh, did you see the new sweater by Hohi? What is it called?
The Milton.
The Milton.
Mm-hmm.
I bought that pattern.
You did?
I did.
I really do like it. It's not going to keep me warm, but it's beautiful. I love it. I'm doing the Elton pullover. I have the plans to do that. Remember, because I was going to start that a while ago, and I got the yarn. I got Firenze.
Oh, to do that one?
With the mohair. So I want to do that, but
Yeah.
the Milton is kind of like.
I think that. So we did a sweater knit along, or we did the portage when we moved into this building 2 years ago.
I know.
I can't believe how fast time is going by. And I never got to do my sweater because we were so busy moving, and I twisted my knee, and just so much stuff happened. And so I really think after I get this one finished, I'm gonna go back and pick up and do the portage.
Okay.
And then all of the ladies on our knit night have done it, so they can say, "Judy, don't do this.
Don't do this.
Do this." Yeah. And then I'll be like, "Great! Like they've got it all figured out." So, what are you doing next?
I don't know. I do want to finish my mom's shawl. It's beach nights.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Yeah. So I do want to finish that, and then I don't know. Like I do have a project that I started on for the booth. Still the architecture.
Oh yeah.
So that still needs to be finished, but it's close. So,
right.
You're just trying to like wrap up some things, so don't feel so bad about starting another new thing. Like I have so many things.
Margie's like, no. She's like, I can only do one at a time.
Ronnie's kind of like that too, which really kind of surprises me. So
we had another sticker. Did I not bring those over here? It's okay. I think I took them over there, but then I thought I brought some more. So we are getting into all of the stickers. We do have a bunch of stickers coming. This was the first one that says Yarn Goddess. We just had some more delivered this morning. We're going to be getting more and more of these because, the craze this past Christmas was everybody getting the Stanley Cups.
Yes.
And so these are waterproof, and we've got to figure out a way to display them in our booth.
Yes. We're going to get some other, like Judy said, the other one. More importantly, ones that just say Team Emily.
Team Judy.
Team Emily.
No. Speaking of Team Judy and Team Emily, we do have a color fusion scheduled for February 10th.
Yeah.
Which is not this coming Saturday, but the next Saturday. I won this past year. Emily won the first year. So this like it's like a brand new game?
Yep. Should we twist it up a little bit? There might be some new rules.
So will I get to choose your dye powders?
Black is, nobody can choose black unless they just want to.
Okay. So here's the new rules. The new rules.
Okay.
I get to choose 2 of your dye powders,
Okay.
and you get to choose 2 of mine.
Okay.
And then you can speckle with it. You can do whatever you want to do with it. You can sew.
Okay. I'm game.
All right.
Yep.
So it all starts brand new February 10th at
Mhm.
2:30 p.m. If you've been an existing attendee of Color Fusion, you will automatically get an invite. You can, and if you want to find out how to join our Zoom, there's a link in the top of our Instagram bio, and you can go and click there, and it'll take you, and you'll just sign up basically. You know what? We should switch it up and say, what colors should we get Emily to dye? That's what we should do.
Yeah.
Huh? Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
Suggestions for colors for Emily and suggestions for me. So we do have some new stickers. But you can put them on your cup.
I know. It's so cool.
You can put it.
I already so I took one yesterday. I already put one on my cup.
Did you?
I did. But then I didn't bring my cup today.
So, all right, y'all. Thanks for joining us this morning. We love doing our YouTube. We love seeing you. We love, just being like y'all being a part of our lives and our business. And we have some very lengthy travels this year.
We do.
And,
we need more. Well, we have 2 more books to listen to. We need book recommendations after that.
We've got several that's already on the Audible that we got.
Yeah, but we listened to a couple of them, and then we were like, we don't like this.
Well, they made me fall asleep while I'm driving.
Oh, Lord.
Speaking of driving, and one thing that we've done in the past is we would like kind of go overboard with drinking coffee nonstop.
Right.
And I know that Megan Watson had sent us a selection of tea, and we kind of liked it, and kind of been back and forth and drinking more coffee. But lately, we've been drinking more tea.
I know.
And so I've been thinking, like, a great way that we can start doing our tea on the road.
You have.
I have.
Oh, I'm curious.
Okay. Because you go into a gas station and they have hot water.
They do.
And so we can just keep like our little tea bags.
Yeah.
And then, because like when you stop at Starbucks or you stop and get coffee, like it adds up and it gets expensive.
Yeah, it does.
But I was thinking, we could just start making our own like little tea and keeping the tea bags in the truck. And,
yeah. Sounds good.
And our milk and our syrup or whatever. So anyway, I don't want to hear all of that.
No, I like it.
I'm excited to get back on the road again.
We can make a little tea kit.
A tea kit?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so fun. I love doing stuff like that.
I know. I was telling Margie, or was it you or somebody? I think it was Margie. Like how, you're home for a month and you're just like, I think it was you. I'm like, I'm ready to get back on the road.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about it yesterday.
I'm ready to get back on the road. It's just, I know, and it's the thing, like there's yarn everywhere downstairs. It's like, always looks like a tornado has hit. I mean, y'all can't.
But you know what? We have done a really good job getting yarn off the rack. There's nothing in the dryers. The rack is sort of, but we have some piles.
We do have some piles.
Well, they're not, it's like piles. But
but you know how like when you're expecting company to come to your house, you were like, oh, I got to clean the house. I got to get all this ready and I got to like get everything ready. Mm-hmm. Like we have a yarn show and it's like, we got to get all the yarn on the carts.
Right.
Because yarn is just everywhere. So the carts look great this weekend. They did have a few holes, the things that we need to dye and stuff. But anyway, I'm excited about like all the shows that are coming,
Mhm.
even the fall shows. We have some
I
great fall shows
know.
coming.
We
so.
do. New places.
Yes, I'm so excited. All right, y'all have a great week. And be a yarn goddess.
Yes.
And we can't wait for this year. We have so many exciting things that are coming. All right. Is there anything else?
I think we got everything. Our board's working out really nice.
It is. I just keep looking down like, okay, what else? All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.